Hey everybody, I'm back and we're going to do our Fear the Walking Dead editorial. No, I know, I'm not using that thing anymore. Trying something a little different. I hated how I shot my Fear the Walking Dead thing last week. This is probably just temporary. I was out karaoke, drinking, didn't drive, don't worry. Having a good time. Voice may be a little shot because I also shot a couple unboxings. But I wanted to make sure, I'm excited to see Fear the Walking Dead, and I wanted to make sure I got this video up on the scheduled time tomorrow. Not that there's a scheduled time, but it's scheduled for tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure I get it done. Plus, I'm excited to watch it. And until I figure out the proper way that I want to shoot these in the future, this will work for this go. So, you know, I'm excited. We left off, oh yeah, I'm just now thinking about where we left off. And we left off with a boat coming in that was going to beat them, and they saw the destroyed boat that had been shot to pieces and all that stuff. Wonder if it's the dude's boat that Alicia's been radioing, or if it's going to be somebody completely different. But I'm excited to see where it goes. Travis is starting to man up. I like that. Madison, I think she's been a little underutilized in the first episode of this season. Chris is being a whiny teenager. Nick is finding his place. Strand is being mysterious but awesome. Daniel Salazar just waiting for the shoe to drop. Ophelia was barely in the first episode. So, kind of excited to see where we go. I mean, it's not Walking Dead, but I do like it. I've come to care about half the characters. I like getting another chance to see it from the beginning. I'm loving the boat stuff so far. So, I guess I'm going to jump right into this, and you will get my reactions during the commercial breaks, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit about what I thought about it. So, let's get to it, shall we? Okay, really fun opening scene. Just real quick, full disclosure, I am watching on DVR where I was out, so I can take as much time as I want between the commercials, but I'll still try to keep it brief. Very cool. I felt actual fear and tension for the kids. Love the reveal of the fence, because I was like, this better be legit. If it's not legit, it's bullshit, but totally worked. Also, we're getting really cool shit. The kind of shit I thought we would get visually because of this show being set on the ocean. Those zombies kind of popping out of the wet sand and the waves and stuff. That was cool. Also, a little reminiscent of Lizzie and Mika. Was it Mika? Sorry. But anyways, you know, the two little girls, look at the flower girls from The Walking Dead. So that was kind of neat. I mean, it's a boy and a girl, obviously, but because they kind of leave them seashells, I assume they want to leave them something pretty to look at. Kids still don't get it. Even more so in this. In The Walking Dead, by that point, the kids should have understood it, but here it's early, so I get it. Interesting to see how that is so fenced off. I don't know if that's post-apocalypse or if that was done beforehand. It seems unlikely it was done beforehand, so interesting to see where this goes, so let's get back to it. Also really excited they did bring back the Fear the Walking Dead sound. That was very cool in the title. I love that. That's so cool. Ooh, you have nothing to fear from us. Maybe you have something to fear from them, Travis. I don't think so, but still, kind of fun. You know what I really like about this show, this season particularly? Because I think I mentioned this in the first episode. It has a very kind of early John Carpenter feel. I think that might be the music. Or maybe I meant to mention that about the first episode, but I really dig that. It reminds me of vintage Carpenter, and I'm liking it. And not just the music, but the way things are lit and the camera moves and everything, so It's like if early '80s Carpenter had modern budgets and technology, and I think that's the real appeal of this show for me, other than just the standard Walking Dead stuff. So I'm excited about it. I don't really understand though why they needed to go to this house. It doesn't totally make sense when they're trying to outrun a threat and stuff. I don't know. Maybe they were just looking for some secure land or something. I don't know. Obviously, that's the kind of thing that's going to be, you know. I'm not like, why do you think they're doing that? It's like, watch the show, you'll find out. I'm just, you know, I'm making a video. So, yeah, very cool so far. So let's get on to the next bit. Don't know if everybody gets the same commercials or not, but this was interesting. There was a commercial for a show called Containment on the CW. I'm almost positive the voiceover in that trailer was Strand. So if you check that out, let me know. That was cool. I'm pretty sure that was Strand, so sweet. Okay, that was a great segment. The stuff with the kids is creepy and disturbing and just really kind of heartbreaking and sad, especially the way Nick sums it up at the end of that, you know, that these kids, they've seen more than their fair share, yeah. Oh man, you know, the dolls, something ain't right there, man, something ain't right. Madison's feeling that the wife turned the light off on purpose, interesting. And the George character, very intense. Oh yeah, I like that they're bringing mystery to this because I don't know which way I should feel about these, and that's great. That's great artistry. So, yeah, I'm digging this. I kind of hope we don't see the kids getting, I mean, I kind of hope we do see the kids get it. Not because I want to see kids get it, but exactly that. Because I don't want to see kids get it. That could be really disturbing if there's some version of that. And as much as I don't want to be disturbed, that's part of why I enjoy horror, or why we enjoy horror, is that facing those disturbances that we fear. But yeah, very interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's see where it goes. Also, it's kind of neat to get a little taste of the island, the zombie-less island. You know, that's kind of cool. Of course, as we saw in the opening, it's not zombie-less. Plus, I like that, you know, he's explained all the coasts and the borders and, you know, even out in Colorado and half the country's gone. So we're getting a little bit more of that, seeing the fall of everything that we missed out on a little bit in the first season. So that's cool. I like it. Okay, so Alicia still writing that symbol. That's pretty cool. It could be cooler if I cared more about her loss of that boyfriend from season 1, but it was so inconsequential that, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll play it up more. I don't know. But, I mean, it's kind of neat. I'm kind of behind that. I love Nick's relationship with the kids. That's very cool. Did he just find some kind of... What are those pills? All right, yeah, definitely. Obviously, that's what I'm supposed to feel. But, yeah, very curious, and especially since the other little boy was talking about that. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, but okay, I can't be all positive. I do have a couple negatives. One I meant to mention in the last segment. I didn't necessarily care about the line where Daniel was questioning Strand. I love that scene, but the line where he's like, "You call it a boat, why don't you call it my boat?" I'm like, I do that at times, you know, like, because sometimes if you have fancy things, like if I had a $10 million boat, and, you know, and I'm hanging out with somebody, I don't know their financial situation or whatever, I'm not going to be like, my $10 million boat. I'm going to be like, we're on a $10 million boat, you know, because he was making the point of it being valuable and people stealing it. And, you know, I mean, I can get that. So I think that was a little weird in the writing that Daniel's like, oh, why'd you call it a boat? Granted, maybe we, as a, you know, I don't know, mystery, right? I guess we're supposed to wonder about Strand. I don't know. I'm going to say that at the end of the day, he's very realistic. He's mostly a good guy. He may have a few minor things, but probably not as bad as we're being led to believe. The other issue I have, the whole time, you know, he's like, Strand was like, I zig and I zag, and they follow me at every turn. Why haven't they caught up by now? The other boat runs 25 knots, this boat runs 20 and it would blow its engines, so what, are they just hanging out offside the coast? I mean, did I miss something? Like, why was that a good plan? Okay, those are my negatives so far. Other than that, though, I'm really digging it. I'm very curious to see how this is going to continue to play out. Oh, and Chris, yeah. The fences remind me of the prison, the good parts of the prison season of Walking Dead, so that was cool. Their son is really interesting, that he's just kind of got his shit together and he's taking care of it. Chris is probably kind of the opposite of that. He's being driven crazy by this and going psycho. He may be a Lizzie, if you will. Was it Lizzie? I'm pretty sure it was Lizzie. He may have to look at the flowers someday. We'll just say that. But very interesting where they're going with it. And I like Travis having to kind of adjust to it and deal with, you know, oh, this is the way the world is. So very cool. And oh yeah, and the obviously that's probably going to come into play. The couple hundred weekenders over at the resort amusement park thing on the island. Yeah, interesting. And, you know, Travis like, you're giving up. It's like, no, I'm not giving up. I'm accepting the truth of the universe, and I'm going to make the best of it, which is a mentality I appreciate. However, the way they're still playing this other character, I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, awesome. All right, back at it. Oh, damn. Dude's planning on Jonestownsing his whole family, apparently. Nick knows his pharmaceuticals. He knows they're not recreational. Okay, that's interesting, especially on top of the mom wants the little girl and little boy to go somewhere safe because she's gonna die and knows the older son and the husband won't leave and wants to die together. Oh, man. Okay, that's fucked up, but creepy, but awesome. That's the kind of stuff I love about this show. That is cool. See, Daniel Salazar finding, you know, breaking into the thing, finding all those maps, the machine gun. And then Strand talking on the phone, yeah, everything's good, we're good, it's all clear, sundown, alright, sundown. I wonder if Strand is like a CIA agent or something, or, you know, like a Navy SEAL, or somebody who's just one of those guys that knows shit can hit the fan, and he's got plans upon plans upon plans. And because I feel like we're supposed to be thinking, uh-oh, he's a bad guy, but maybe the actors are so charismatic, but I feel like, no, he's going to be a good guy. I want him to so bad that I can't think of any possibility other than him somehow being a good guy. I hope I'm not wrong on that, because very cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and the kids the innocent kids are creepy in their own right. This is cool. I'm digging this. I think it looks like maybe we got one more segment, so anxious to see where we go with this. Okay, that was awesome. That was an awesome episode. Personal taste, it could have been a little stronger. I feel like they went the softer route. It could have been really brutal had Daniel Salazar shot that older kid in the head and just kept the younger kid. I guess it would have taken it in a whole different direction. It's still pretty messed up the way everything went down. Wow. Wow, that was really good. That was really good. Yeah, the fact that Nick had found those pills in front of the little girl, and then the little girl got curious apparently and found the pills, and then the zombie little girl coming back, and they know, and take the boy, and this is what your dad would have wanted, would have changed his mind. That was excellent. That was excellent. Yeah, very happy with that. Strand wanting to kick the little kid off, but still, that was very cool. Wow. On top of that, the other thing I want to say that was very cool is in the preview for next week, Flight 462. There were survivors. So yay, excited to see how all that plays out, how all that ties together. So yeah, very cool. Yeah, overall, really strong episode. You know, some people may complain about like season 2 and, you know, being, or Fear the Walking Dead being slow, but I'm like, do you guys remember The Farm season 2 of Walking Dead? I thought that it was bad, but you want to talk slow? Okay. But anyways, no, I dig it. I'm really enjoying this season. It's only 2 episodes in, but it's been very strong, especially compared to season 1, which was really good in a lot of ways, but it had a lot more weaknesses than I'm seeing in season 2. They've really begun to figure it out. So I'm very excited, much more invested in all the characters, anxious to see where it goes. Next week's looks like another exciting one with some major zombie stuff going on, crashed plane, all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, bring on next Sunday. I'm ready already. Ooh, next Sunday we also get Game of Thrones. Ooh, it's going to be an epic Sunday, isn't it? Anyways, yeah, so I dug that. Did you dig that? Let's talk about it down in the comments. I'm excited about this. I love my zombies. Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, they're getting it just right. So yeah, let's definitely talk about it in the comments. What do you think? You like this video? Give me the thumbs up. It's always fun. It's good encouragement. Subscribe button's the best thing though, because that way you'll know whenever I'm putting out stuff, and I'm putting out lots of stuff because I put out stuff because I make stuff, and that's what I do. I'm full of stuff. Full of something is what most people generally would say there. But before I completely pass out, because it's been a late night for me and I'm having a good time, but yeah, it's getting close to hitting the sack. I'm going to get on out of here, and for now I'm just going to say later.